Minnesota colleges, big and small, are sounding the alarm at the Capitol about federal funding cuts. They say ending certain programs puts vital research at risk. Danny Spiewak joins us now with a closer look at their concerns. Danny?
Rena, this year the Trump administration has terminated millions of dollars in grants to universities across the state of Minnesota. That includes not only the U of M, but also smaller private schools like St. Kate's and St. Thomas.
At the University of Minnesota, school leaders say federal cuts have disrupted research this year on key topics, ranging from public health to climate.
The university is closely monitoring federal legal developments.
Assistant Vice President for Research Junyoung Cho told a state Senate committee on Thursday that the U of M has had 101 federal grants terminated or suspended, totaling more than $33 million.
That can no longer be spent, except for limited closeout cost.
The Trump administration has also canceled grants to private Minnesota institutions like Augsburg, St. Thomas, and St. Kate's, where Nesteo Abdi has been researching the impact of aging in minority populations.
It was not a good feeling.
Abdi says the termination notice from the National Institute of Aging described the program as doing, quote, nothing to expand our knowledge of living systems.
Essentially what they were saying is you as a researcher and your work do not matter, even though so much of our work was in the community.
The cuts are part of a broader shift in priorities under the Trump administration.
We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies.
Trump and many Republican allies have argued that taxpayers should not fund federal projects with DEI initiatives.
To go back to a race-neutral, gender-neutral system based on merit.
At Thursday's State Senate subcommittee, DFL senators like Alice Mann described the cuts as devastating for Minnesota's institutions.
We cannot train the next generation of scientists without appropriate funding.
Of course, there has been a flurry of legal activity around some of this funding, but in a blow to universities this summer, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld the Trump administration's decision to cancel more than $700 million in National Institutes of Health grants, which could mean programs will be eliminated entirely. Back to you.